This is Michi Hoyer, this is Avid Chronic Racing, and this is a little bit of installation laps in the Formula Simracing GP3 car around Brands Hatch. The final race is going to come up at the end of the week, so on the upcoming Saturday we have race day number 6 out of 6 around Brands Hatch. We're not racing Brands Hatch Indy, we're racing Brands Hatch Standard, and I have to be totally honest with you guys. I've never raced Brands Hatch at all. So I do know the track, I do know Brands Hatch Indy, but that's literally about it. And yeah, that means installation lap is also a lap of learning. Oh, in Dominus, that was not meant to be the case. It was just, you know, after having so much powering on the streams all the time, I had some other things on my mind right now. Literally, I got a very nice offer from elsewhere I had to consider, so there was a lot going on in the background. Good evening, Jack Barlow. Hey, Inyafas. Thank you all for being here. And hey, Brad. Thank you for being here as well. Hey, Michael Clark. And Michael, big shout out to you. That is so great. You are so unbelievably nice. It's incredible. I'm stumbling for words, and it was just overwhelming. You really made my morning that night. Like, I woke up and went to work, and on the work I got a mail, and I was like, wow. So thank you very much there, and thank you everyone for all of your support you've just given me in the past few weeks to actually achieve the goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm happy we hit it. And yeah, we carry on like this. It's not like me stopping at that time because I got 1,000 subscribers. Not at all. So as I promised, we're gonna have some more racing, and I'm just looking for the setup I'm going to be using, which is probably I cannot really decide it, to be totally honest with you. Could be worth this though. I'm done in a second, sorry. Please wait a second. That should work. Now where are we? Brands Hatch. There we are. So I wish you guys also a good day, and hope you have some fun joining us in that race, in those installation laps being done today. So here's the pit exit. Probably just here. Stop and go penalty, which basically means we are able to immediately practice on the pit lane in. Very wide track at this point, going up and down. Right, and now here comes the point where I do not know too much of the track layout. Oops. So this is not going to be a very long stream, obviously, because we will have kinda bad performance, and it's quite late already. Whoops. Is this not a section where Henry Surtees was struck by the tire there and died then? Very unfortunate scenery. I have to be totally honest with you. No, Inyafas, actually not. It's just, as I said, installation laps. Oops. Installation laps are meant to be installation laps. Because, You have to actually keep all your stuff together, and you have to do first outing at some point. Damage. I think I got another penalty anyway because I got it totally wrong on the limiter. Alright. Don't ever go in that gravel trap. And I tell you why it feels like being so weird watching me to look for the right lines. But it's actually very important that you try out a lot of things so you do know what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, F3, F2, literally all kind of open wheelers. Those are really my favorite cars. A bit too fast. And other than that, I race pretty much Formula 1. As you can see on my channel though, I raced a lot of Blancpain lately and GT cars. However, GT cars are not the most favorite one of mine. I do like the Mercedes on the rFactor 2 though. Just made it off track though. So yeah, Brands Hatch is a very technical track, and I will have to put a little bit more time in here rather than in Monaco, where it's simply one line around everywhere. Like this turn here is pretty open at the beginning, but then goes even tighter and tighter and tighter. Same comes with the next section coming up. So I'm also just learning the track because I do literally not know it at all. I do not know really about braking spots and how fast you can take your turns. Bit too fast still. A bit wiggling. A little bit of setup work needs to be done, that is for sure. Oh, we're getting there slowly. That is pretty sure for sure as well.
That was a 1:17.63.
Oh, you know, even the Brands Hatch Indy, I can't describe how much I do hate turn 1. It's literally all the classic tracks people love. I pretty much don't like them at all. So looking at the championship, I think we have a 13-point gap to Lucas Schmidt, and I'm not too sure, but he might not race Brands Hatch, he told me, but I'm obviously expecting him to race because we're still in race for a championship. And then we also have Philip Puschke still being able to win on the championship. His chances are more theoretical rather than realistical though, because he has 36 points of gap, and you can gain a maximum points of 40 per race, or per event, not per race. So we have a massive advantage there. However, we prepare like any other race. Oh, thank you very much for that, Michael. I was a little bit surprised for that as well, because that car really needs to be driven in a total different way than the Mercedes. Slightly off track, I'm sorry. Don't go beyond that curb. Does this work here though? I'm not sure whether you want to do that in the race or in the qualifying. Particularly flat area here. Mac, definitely it is. To be totally fair, I would go do it right now. I'm not sure whether this new moon special is still on, where you can get rFactor 2 for like 20 bucks. If it's the case, I will grab it. But I might be biased anyway. And despite seeing me sliding and everything, you should see me improve pretty soon now. I would say I more or less acclimatized myself towards the track. Just a little further racing needs to be done.
16.55.
And then I will hit apexes and everything pretty good. Hey Robert, thanks for joining. I said don't go wide here. Let's try to stay inbound though. That is not significantly slower. So that means we try going a little beyond that curb. Contact though. Yeah. Next time around. Of course, Jake, they are crap, but what do you expect from me on a track I've never raced on? You will see that I will get a lot faster pretty soon. Alright, don't do it. Don't do it there at all. You will simply spin out on the grass. Inyafas is totally right. So the physics are definitely the most advanced, the most sophisticated. So only for physics this game is, or this simulator is totally worth the money. That is a faster line around final turn, so you will see improvements pretty soon. I think rFactor 2 is still in promotion there, so you want to get it right now rather than it is too late. That was even quicker. So we improved to a 114, keep it on tarmac there.
That was a 114.85.
0.8, can still go quicker though. Not a perfect lap till here, not at all. Still there is
The
improvement.
lap was a 1:14.70.
Not hitting the points right at the minute. This looks like a solid lap till here. No. Rip. All this can be done quite easily in the race though. So going out again. Oh, too bad, Mac, that you are too late for the promo on rFactor 2. But to be totally honest, it's worth every pence, every money you throw at it. I mean, it has not too much paid content. There is a GT3 Dream Pack, which is really nice. I love the GT3 Dream Pack, really. Those are great cars. They are literally done very good by Studio 397. And after all that, you still have great physics, which are moddable. So there is a lot of possibilities. Well, yeah, Jack. It's the first time you probably see me starting doing something from scratch. So you have to work out where the limits are, and that usually takes like 10-15 laps, and as soon as that is done, you will see me constantly hitting purple sectors. Not too perfect. See you there, Jack. Thank you for joining though. Hope you have a nice day. Not too good on the exit. Still improvement though.
The lap was a 1:14.52.
In Jafas I haven't tried the Norris ring yet, but to me it's a very dumb track anyway.
1:13.57.
I do not even like it too much. Alright, that is too fast though. Just need to see and find limits. Yes, Michael, that McLaren is the world's fastest gamer car. However, it has been updated since then quite a lot.
The lap was a 1:18.34.
Yeah. What you mean there in your fast? Let's do it. Let's do what? Sorry, not in your fast, Michael Clark. What you mean there? Let's do it. No, front left tire is pretty much used now. Yeah, Christos, you are so right. I've driven it myself a bit, and I totally see your point. Oops. This is a dumb pit lane though. This car is not made for any elevation changes at all. And yeah, we have the worst tracks to race it really. You want to see me drive the McLaren car? Around which track, Michael? No! Favorite German track? It's either the Nürburgring or even Oschersleben. Oschersleben is a nice track. Yeah, I go with Robert. I like the Bentley and the Merc a lot. Hey Shiva Leper. Oh, there's a lot of rips with those MP430 in the iRacing on whatever track that would be for me. Oh, is it? Oh, I mean, lately I've raced quite a lot on the Interlagos circuit. However, I'm not too sure if I want to race that with the MP4-40 30. All right, let's get in 1 minute 12, and then Michael, what kind of track I shall be racing on the McLaren car?
16.97.
No, bit too late. Don't go too fast, Michi. Alright, Robert, you're about to pick a track where I shall race the McLaren car here in rFactor.
1:13.57.
Nope, too wide. Oops. So Robert, what kind of track we shall racing on the McLaren? And I will just shut down the stream for a split second to be back live for you guys then.